Minecraft has been around for a long time. 1.0 came out in 2011, and ever since then, this game has received update after change after change. I've been playing it for a long time, and part of me misses the simplicity of the original game. Now, I haven't been around since 1.0, I haven't been playing it that long, but I did start playing it about a year later when one of my family members had it on his laptop. And after that, didn't really get my own version of it until about a year after that in 2013. So today, I'm going back to 1.0 and seeing if I can truly beat it. But this isn't normal survival, this is hardcore. So I get one shot at this world, so let's make it count. This is the hardcore Minecraft 1.0 experience. Spawning into the world, I spawned in a forest right next to a little river, and I had to take a dip in just to get the feeling for the old swimming mechanics. They were awful, but man, it was nostalgic. And as with every version of Minecraft, you start punching trees to get some wood. After getting 20 oak logs and a couple roses, I decided to go looking for my favorite biome to place my house in, the flatlands. But when I found it, something caught my eye. I apparently spawned close to a village. Unfortunately, it didn't have a blacksmith, so that was pretty disappointing. But hey, it had farms, so that was pretty good. Wasn't a total waste of a village. I made myself a wooden pickaxe, got some stone, made a little hole in the ground, and made myself some stone tools. I decided to get ahead of the food situation by killing as many pigs as I possibly could find. And in case you've forgotten, 1.0 spawns a lot of animals. I mean a lot. So by the end, I had a lot of food. Unfortunately for me, the sun was starting to set and I couldn't find any sheep, so I had to go ahead and just hide in the hole. But you know what? If that isn't the 1.0 experience, I don't know what is. I went ahead and made some charcoal so I can cook all my raw pork. While that was cooking, I decided to expand my little hole here. Now when I leave, I'll have more stone to work with. Since the night was almost over, I decided to leave my little hidey hole to go ahead and fight some mobs, and I very quickly realized that fighting mobs in 1.0 is actually a lot easier than I remember it. When morning finally came, I packed up my stuff from my little hidey hole, said goodbye to the village, and looked for a new place. And somehow I managed to find another village in a desert. And once again, no blacksmith, but lots of farms, so still good. Once again, the sun began to set, and after walking for a little bit and crossing a river, I found myself a flatlands. On top of that, I also found another place to dig another hole for the night. Inside, I found some coal and set up camp for the night. The next morning came around and I decided to go out and kill all the cows I saw earlier, not just to get beef, but also so I can get a bunch of leather to make myself some armor. I also ended up finding some chickens in the forest next to me, so I ended up getting some more chicken and some feathers. I crafted my leather armor, put my stuff away in my chest, and went out to go build my first house. I decided on making a medium-sized wooden house with cobblestone floors and roof, and I managed to get through a bit of it before it started getting dark outside and had to return to my hole for the night. But before going back, I decided to go find one last cow to get one last piece of leather for my leather armor. And now I have a full set. I decided to go out and fight some more mobs, and I ended up seeing a skeleton and a zombie fight each other. And the zombie ended up winning, so I rewarded him by killing him. While I was out, I ended up getting into a fight with a pack of spiders, which I easily won. Earlier versions of Minecraft actually had a tendency to spawn a lot of mobs at once, probably because fighting them was a lot easier back then. I used a string I gathered from the spiders to finally make the last wool blocks I needed to make myself a bed. Afterwards, with the sun finally up, I was able to move my stuff from the hole to the house. Finally, after days trying to get my first house taken care of, I got the roof on. I then proceeded to go dig some sand to make myself some window glass panes. While waiting for that to smelt, I decided to reorganize my chest to make things a bit easier for me. When the glass was finally done, I made them into glass panes, placed them around the house, placed another chest down, and finally things are done. For the inside, that is. I decided to make some stone stairs to place on my roof. After placing them all around the roof, I was finally done with my first house. As the sun slowly set over the horizon, I realized something. This has been the most fun I've had with Minecraft in a while. Something about the simplicity of this just makes it charming. Maybe it's just nostalgia, maybe it's the look, or maybe the simplicity of this version is what makes it this fun. Whatever the reason, I can't wait to keep playing. I'll see you guys next time.